Located in Kortrijk, the Uitzicht Crematorium is a building designed by Souto de Moura. It's part of a complex that includes a cemetery and the sport campus Lords Munte. The location is easily accessible by means of public transportation. When you arrive at the station of Kortrijk, you have a direct bus line that brings you to the site. The program is developed in one level. The administrative area serves as a buffer between the public and technical zones. By this distribution, the circulation of families and administrative staff is clearly separated. The public area is composed by an entrance hall, family rooms, ceremony rooms, and toilets, while the technical area includes a cremation room and a parking space. The circulation responds to the farewell ceremony process. The path is linear and independent according to the ceremony room used. Since the building is underground, skylights and patios are used for bringing in natural light. Methodology of post-occupancy evaluation. Considering elderly people as the most common visitors, physical and visual impairments were the two selected target disabilities. The evaluation was done taking into account the accessibility chain and the issues that these users could find in the building. Post-occupancy evaluation analysis. Reaching. At the train station there are guidelines leading towards the bus stop, however it's hard to find the correct ones since there are many platforms and it's necessary to cross the street to reach them. The bus has a ramp to provide access to wheelchair users and has enough space for their movement. If the user arrives by car, there are plenty of parking spots reserved for people with physical impairments. For people who arrive at the parking, there are enough signs indicating the entrance of the building. There are no guidelines indicating the entrance, but the floor has different materials providing orientation to people with visual impairments. There are tactile signs with the name of the building, but they are not well contrasted to the concrete wall. Entering. The building has an inclusive entrance providing the same experience to all users. The main entrance door frame has enough contrast. Crossing the street is dangerous for all users because there is no zebra crossing. It can take long for a person with visual impairments to find the correct door for entering the building. The handle is too small and not easy to grasp. Even though there are no doorsteps, the weight of the door can be a problem for an elderly person. There is no visible reception area, but one can tell where to go as a result of the differentiation of heights that creates a darker area. Using. Most of the furniture has the same color as the floor, and so the lack of contrast can be dangerous for people with visual impairments. All the walls are white and no door frame is perceived. This doesn't allow to easily identify the location of the doors. In the main ceremony room, the wheelchair user can decide where to locate himself. He is not completely integrated, but he won't stand out. the ceremony, the exit of the building gives a nice view over the landscape that can't be perceived by a wheelchair user. The signs indicating the rooms are not clear. The letters are too small and they are not contrasted with the walls, making it hard to read them. The toilet for physically impaired people is big enough and is well equipped. However, the mirror doesn't have the obligatory inclination. There is generally a lack of contrast in the toilet walls and doors. According to the 7 principles of universal design, the building can be rated by scores. Equitable use, 5. Flexible in use, 2. Simple and intuitive, 3. Perceptible information, 2. Tolerance for error, 3. Low physical effort, 4. Size and space for approach and use, 5. We conclude that this building is an average example of universal design. Despite it is good for wheelchair users, it can improve some of its aspects.